Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's so good to be back with you all today. We're diving into something really important today, something that affects us all, whether we realize it or not. We're talking about money mind games, how finances affect your mental health. This isn't just about dollars and cents, it's about how our financial lives can impact our minds and ultimately our overall well-being. I think we can all relate to that feeling of stress when we're faced with a mountain of bills or when unexpected expenses pop up. But what we might not realize is how deeply these financial pressures can affect our mental health. Over the next few chapters, we're going to explore the complex relationship between our wallets and our minds. We'll uncover the hidden ways that financial stress can manifest as anxiety, depression, and even impact our relationships with others. Let's get started. Let's kick things off by talking about financial stress and anxiety. It's no secret that money matters can be a major source of stress, right? We've all been there staring at that pile of bills wondering how we're going to make ends meet. That feeling of uncertainty, the weight of debt, it can trigger a cascade of anxiety that just won't quit. Chronic stress, the kind that sticks around for the long haul, can do a number on our bodies and minds. It's like a constant state of fight or flight, with our bodies pumping out adrenaline and cortisol, keeping us on high alert. But when this stress becomes our new normal, it can lead to a whole host of problems, from headaches and insomnia to even more serious issues like heart disease. And here's the thing, when we're constantly worried about money, it's hard to focus on anything else. Our minds are consumed by those financial worries, making it tough to concentrate at work, enjoy time with loved ones, or even just relax and unwind. It's like having this background noise of stress that just won't shut off. Financial anxiety can also manifest in some pretty sneaky ways. We might find ourselves withdrawing from social situations, afraid to let people know we're struggling. We might start avoiding things we used to enjoy because they cost money, further isolating ourselves and adding to that feeling of loneliness. The good news is there are ways to manage financial stress and anxiety. We'll talk more about those in a bit, but for now, just know that you're not alone in this. Millions of people experience financial anxiety, and it's okay to ask for help. Okay, so we've talked about how financial stress can lead to anxiety, but did you know that it can also contribute to depression? It's true, and it's a connection we don't talk about enough. Prolonged financial struggles can really take a toll on our mental health, leading to feelings of hopelessness, despair, and even worthlessness. Think about it. When you're constantly bombarded with financial worries, it's easy to fall into a negative thought spiral. You might start questioning your abilities, your self-worth, and your future prospects. This can be especially true if you're facing unemployment or struggling to make ends meet despite your best efforts. Social comparison can also play a big role in this. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in the comparison game, constantly measuring ourselves against others. We see people's highlight reels on social media, their fancy vacations, their new cars, and it's easy to feel like we're falling behind. This can be especially damaging when we're already struggling financially, making us feel even more inadequate and isolated. And let's be honest, money problems can be pretty isolating. It's not always easy to talk about, and many people suffer in silence, feeling ashamed or embarrassed to reach out for help. This isolation can further contribute to feelings of depression, making it even harder to break free from that negative cycle. Depression is a serious condition, and if you're experiencing any of these symptoms, it's crucial to seek professional help. Remember, you don't have to go through this alone. There are resources available, and there is hope for a brighter future. All right, let's shift gears a bit and talk about how money problems can impact our relationships. It's no secret that financial stress can put a strain on even the strongest bonds, leading to conflict, resentment, and even isolation. Think about it. When you're constantly worried about money, it's hard to be fully present in your relationships. You might find yourself snapping at your partner, withdrawing from family gatherings, or avoiding social situations altogether. This can create a distance between you and your loved ones, making it even harder to connect on an emotional level. Money arguments are incredibly common, and they can be incredibly destructive. Disagreements about spending habits, financial goals, and who's responsible for what can quickly escalate into heated arguments, eroding trust and creating a rift between partners. Financial stress can also lead to a sense of shame and embarrassment. You might feel like you're letting your partner down or that you're not pulling your weight in the relationship. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and resentment, further fueling conflict and tension. It's important to remember that communication is key when it comes to navigating financial challenges in a relationship. Open and honest conversations about your worries, fears, and goals can help bridge the gap and foster a sense of teamwork. Remember, you're in this together, and tackling financial challenges as a team can actually strengthen your bond and bring you closer together. Now let's talk about a really important issue: how financial constraints can limit access to mental health care. It's a sad reality that many people who desperately need mental health services simply can't afford them. The cost of therapy, medication, and other treatments can be prohibitively expensive, creating a significant barrier to care. For many, seeking help for their mental health feels like an impossible luxury. They're forced to choose between putting food on the table, paying rent, or getting the treatment they need. This can create a vicious cycle as untreated mental health conditions can worsen, leading to further financial strain and hardship. The lack of affordable mental health care options is a huge problem, and it disproportionately affects those who are already struggling financially. It's a systemic issue that needs to be addressed, and we need to advocate for greater access to affordable, quality mental health care for everyone. There are some resources available for those who are uninsured or underinsured. Community mental health centers, sliding scale fees, and online therapy options can provide some relief, but these resources are often stretched thin and have long wait lists. It's important to remember that mental health is just as important as physical health, and everyone deserves access to the care they need. We need to continue to push for policy changes and advocate for a system that prioritizes mental well-being and makes care accessible to all. Okay, let's talk about something that might not be so obvious: how constant financial decision-making can lead to cognitive overload. Think about it. Every day we're bombarded with financial decisions, big and small, from budgeting and paying bills to choosing between different insurance plans and investment options. It's a never-ending stream of choices. All of this decision-making can take a toll on our mental bandwidth, leading to what's known as decision fatigue. It's like our brains get tired of making choices and we start to make poorer decisions as a result. We might become more impulsive, more likely to make mistakes, or simply give up on making decisions altogether. This cognitive overload can also impact our ability to focus and concentrate on other tasks. When our minds are preoccupied with financial worries, it's hard to be fully present at work, in our relationships, or even just enjoying our leisure time. Financial decision-making can also be emotionally draining, especially when we're dealing with complex or stressful situations. The weight of these decisions can weigh heavily on us, leading to anxiety, stress, and even feelings of overwhelm. It's important to find ways to simplify our financial lives and reduce the number of decisions we have to make on a daily basis. This might involve automating bill payments, creating a budget and sticking to it, or seeking advice from a financial advisor. Remember, you don't have to do it all alone. There are resources available to help you manage your finances and reduce cognitive overload. All right, let's talk about how financial stress can impact our health behaviors. When we're stressed about money, it's easy to fall into unhealthy coping mechanisms, neglecting our physical and mental well-being. Stress eating is a common response to financial pressure. We might reach for comfort foods high in sugar, fat, and salt as a way to soothe our anxieties. While these foods might provide temporary relief, they can ultimately harm our physical health, leading to weight gain, increased risk of chronic diseases, and even exacerbating our stress levels. Sleep deprivation is another common consequence of financial stress. When we're worried about money, it's hard to shut off our minds and get a good night's sleep. We might lie awake at night replaying financial worries in our heads, leading to exhaustion and decreased cognitive function. Financial stress can also lead to neglecting our physical health. We might skip doctor's appointments, avoid exercise, or put off necessary medical treatments due to financial constraints. This can create a domino effect, as untreated health conditions can worsen, leading to further financial strain and hardship. It's important to prioritize self-care, even when we're facing financial challenges. This means making time for activities that nourish our physical and mental well-being, such as exercise, healthy eating, relaxation techniques, and spending time with loved ones. Remember, taking care of ourselves is not selfish. It's essential for navigating financial stress and emerging stronger on the other side. Finally, let's talk about the intergenerational impact of financial difficulties. It's heartbreaking to think about, but the financial struggles we face today can have a ripple effect, impacting our children and future generations. Children who grow up in financially insecure households are more likely to experience adverse childhood experiences such as poverty, food insecurity, and housing instability. These experiences can have a profound impact on their development, leading to a higher risk of physical and mental health problems, lower educational attainment, and reduced earning potential later in life. Financial hardship can also strain family relationships, leading to increased conflict, parental stress, and decreased emotional well-being for both parents and children. This can create a cycle of disadvantage that can be difficult to break. It's important to recognize that financial difficulties are not a personal failing, but often a result of systemic factors beyond our control. We need to advocate for policies that support families and create a more equitable society, ensuring that all children have the opportunity to thrive, regardless of their family's financial circumstances. Breaking the cycle of intergenerational poverty requires a multifaceted approach, including investing in early childhood education, providing affordable housing and healthcare, and creating economic opportunities for all. It's our responsibility to create a better future for our children and ensure that they have the resources and support they need to succeed. Wow, were you amazed by all that? It's incredible how deeply our financial lives are intertwined with our mental well-being. But hey, knowledge is power, right? Now that we're aware of these connections, we can start to make positive changes and prioritize our mental health. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends, family, and anyone who might benefit from this information. Let's spread awareness and break the stigma surrounding mental health and financial struggles. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more insightful content. See you on the next video.